Okay, are we ready? Okay, if everybody looks at the board now. On the board I've written one paragraph, okay? Within this paragraph there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 idioms. Do you know what an idiom is? Do you have any idea what an idiom is? Well, an idiom is an expression, okay, that has a hidden meaning. You can't see clearly what the meaning is. When you look at these idioms, it's difficult to see exactly what the meaning is. Okay, this is what we'll study today. So if we look at the board, we have Julia. Julia is a woman. Okay, and this is Julia's situation. Julia has some problem. Okay? Julia is feeling under the weather. Okay, you have to think, what is the meaning of under the weather? Don't tell me now, but under the weather has a special meaning. She's feeling under the weather these days. She is really snowed under at work. Snowed under. The second idiom. Think, what does snowed under mean? And has a lot on her plate. And has a lot on her plate. That has a special meaning. She just wants to let her hair down. That's all she wants, to let her hair down. And chew the fat with her friends. She just wants to let her hair down and chew the fat with her friends. Chew the fat. There's a special meaning in chew the fat. But worries that if she doesn't finish her work, she might get the sack. Get the sack. There's a special meaning in those idioms. Do you understand the sentences? But the idioms are difficult to understand, right? So I'm going to read one more time, and then I'm going to ask you to discuss what you think these idioms mean. Okay? Julia is feeling under the weather these days. We all sometimes feel under the weather. Not just Julia, not just me. You all feel sometimes under the weather. Okay? She is really snowed under at work and has a lot on her plate. She just wants to let her hair down and chew the fat with friends. But worries that if she doesn't finish her work, she might get the sack. This is a negative meaning. Okay, to get the sack is a negative meaning. This usually a positive meaning. This one is a positive meaning. This is sometimes negative. This is also sometimes negative, and this is definitely negative. Okay? So in your groups now, I want you to start to discuss, you can make notes, but just start to discuss what you think these idioms mean, and then we will check what the meanings are together. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm going to give you maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes to discuss. Okay, talk as much as possible using English. Remember, using English, everybody, using English, discussing in English, not in Korean. Some of them are easy. I think some of them might be easier, but some are difficult. You're right. Some are difficult. Yes? I'll get to sack. Sack is usually like a big bag. Yes. Okay, that was a good question. I'm just going to help you with one thing. Now, the word sack is like a big bag. It's like Santa carries the sack of presents. But remember, sack doesn't always mean the hidden meaning. So sack might not be important. The word sack might not be important for the actual meaning of the idiom. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. Well, I will give you some small hints for this one, snowed under. The key is work. Sometimes we feel this when we are at work. Okay? It's not at home. We don't often feel snowed under at home, but we feel snowed under at work. So work is key to feeling snowed under. Okay? Don't worry if you don't have the exact answers, I will tell you later. You can, yes, you can change the expressions, that's the idea. To change the expressions to easy meanings. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will help you. So for the first one, under the weather, I will show you how to change the expression so you understand what you have to do. Now, feeling under the weather, what do you think that means? To feel under the weather? Depressed. Okay, so we have some ideas. We have depressed. Any other ideas? Gloomy. These are very good guesses. Any other ideas? Blue. To feel blue. Any other ideas? Now, I'm going to give you a hint here. 2 weeks ago, I came to class and I said to you, I can't speak too loudly, so can you all listen very carefully because I caught a cold. At that time, I was feeling under the weather because I caught a cold. So what does under the weather mean? One more time? Not irritated, I wasn't irritated, but I caught a cold. I was sick. Not sad, sick. That's under the weather. You feel sick. Your condition doesn't feel good. That is under the weather. When your condition doesn't feel good, you feel sick, you feel a bit tired maybe. This is under the weather, okay? So it's related to your condition not being good. Maybe you are sick, okay? That's under the weather. You're not 100%. You're feeling, okay, do you understand you're feeling under the weather? Do you understand it? Okay, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 more minutes. Keep going, keep discussing those, and then we'll check the others together. It's getting very quiet now. You all finished? No. Yes? It's not now. Okay, so this one is not a feeling, it's a noun. Okay? Yes. Well, we're going to do it together. Okay, we're going to check it together. Example, yes, that's fine. What you're doing is fine. Okay, you're just changing keywords. Okay, everybody, I think that's enough time, so we're going to check them together. Okay. Now, so we understand Julia is feeling maybe a little sick, or Julia's condition isn't very good these days. Okay, these days. Now, she is really snowed under at work. Snowed under. That has a special meaning. Snowed under. What do you think that meaning is? Stressed. Okay, we have stressed out. You used. Wonderful expression. Stressed out. Any other ideas? Irritated. One moment, sorry. I'm going to write irritated. Irritated. Yes? Burnt out. Burnt out. Yeah, very good. Burnt out. Any other? Depressed. Again, we have depressed. So far, there's not a key word. There's a different word I'm looking for. A very simple word. She's so difficult. Yes, it's difficult because she is very... not sleepy. Not sad. Not happy. It's negative. Heavy. She feels heavy. Like an elephant. She's like, no. She's not heavy, but that's... Anyway. Go on. Any more? Cannot concentrate. Maybe. Because she is very... 4 letters. Begins with B. 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 Not blue. Busy. Bingo. Oh. Busy. She has a lot of things to do. She has a lot of things to do. So therefore she's very busy. She's snowed under. That's what the key word is. She's busy. Okay? Maybe it's difficult to handle how much work she has. It's difficult to complete the tasks because she has so much work to do. Okay? In this situation, I'll give you an example. During the final test week, I'm really snowed under. Because I have... Do you know how many students I teach? Do you have any idea? Can you guess how many students do you think I teach? 300, less than 300. 200, less than 200. Over 150. Over 170. Less than 190. Over 185. 87. Just over. 87. 88. I have 188 students that I teach. That's a lot. So I have so many final exams that I have to check. I'm snowed under at that time. Do you understand? Wonderful. Okay. Then we have a lot on her plate. So she's snowed under at work and has a lot on her plate. It's a very similar meaning to snowed under. Again, it means a lot of things to do. But why is it a little bit different? Snowed under and a lot on her plate. Why do you think a lot on her plate is different to snowed under? Yes, it's a personal thing. So, a lot on her plate could be related to work. It could be related to work, but it could also be related to personal feelings. A lot on her mind. She has a lot on her mind, a lot of things to think about, to consider. Okay? So snowed under, maybe she's snowed under now, but a lot on her mind can be about the future, things she has to think about. Okay? It can be personal. I'm going to give you an example. Christmas time, this Christmas, I will go home to the UK for a vacation, for a holiday. Okay? I will leave Korea on the 23rd of December. Between now and the 23rd, I have to buy all of my Christmas presents. Also, my daughter has some show. I have to prepare for the show. I have to book the tickets. So many things I have to think about. I didn't do it yet. So I have a lot on my plate. Do you understand? Come in. Find any chair. So I have a lot on my plate. Okay? Okay, next. Oh, this is a wonderful idiom. Wonderful idiom. She just wants to let her hair down. What does that mean? To let her hair down. Do not worry about the world. Take a rest. These are perfect. But there's one key word I'm looking at. To take a rest. To not worry. One more. Relax. That's the key word. Usually after finishing some work that we have to do, we are very busy. We just want to let our hair down. Flick our hair out. Let our hair down. That's what happens after we finish work, right? We let our hair down. We relax. Okay? Now, after the semester finishes, I'm very busy now. I'm snowed under now. But on the last day, some of the teachers, we get together, we eat dinner together, and we let our hair down. Okay? We're not snowed under. We can relax. Do you understand? Okay, now we have this idiom. Chew the fat. She wants to chew the fat with her friends. Chew the fat with her friends. Think about it, it's an easy meaning. Gossip. Okay, gossip. Maybe gossip. But what do we do when we gossip? We talk or chat. Very good. Talk or chat. That's it. Chew the fat is to talk or chat. Not about work. We don't want to chew the fat. Sometimes we gossip about work, but we don't talk formally. We talk more in a friendly style when we chew the fat. Okay? I'm going to explain the history of this idiom. In the UK a long time ago, maybe this is the history, but in the UK a long time ago, do you know bacon? You know bacon? British bacon kind of looks something like this. This here is the fat, and this here is the meaty part. Right. It's very delicious. Okay? Very delicious. Now, what happened a long time ago, maybe, is that when friends came to visit somebody's house, they would take the fat off the bacon, and the fat is very salty. Do you know salty? Okay, it's very salty. And the flavour lasts for a long time. The salt is in the bacon for a long time. So they would give the bacon after dinner, they would give the bacon to their friends, put the bacon in their mouth, suck the bacon, go into the living room, and talk. And that's what they would do. It sounds disgusting now, right? I know, it sounds disgusting, but maybe those times people were very poor, so they didn't have different foods to eat, like potato chips or those types of things. So they used to chew the fat and talk with their friends. Okay? So that's what it means. It just means talk. Okay? Now, the final one, the most negative meaning. She worries that if she doesn't finish her work, she might get the sack. Bingo, get fired. That's it. Get fired. Lose her job. Lose her job. Very good. We don't want that to happen. She doesn't want that to happen. Why get the sack? Why do you think sack? Get the sack means. It could be. Pack their things? Well, that's it. A long time ago, maybe, I heard that when you do some building work, you know builders? They build something on a big construction site. They used to bring their own tools in a bag. So each builder had their own tools. They used to go to their job, do the work, and put their bag in their job and leave it there. Okay, and then go home. No bag. Okay? But sometimes when they didn't do a good job, their boss would give them the sack and say, go home, we don't want you to come back anymore. So fire them. So literally they used to get the sack. And that's where the idiom is thought to have come from. Okay, do you understand? Yes. Now, what I would like you to do on the paper that I told you to bring, write number 1. Okay, write number 1. And I'm going to now, on the board, make a sentence using under the weather. And then I want you to make that sentence. So, 2 weeks ago, I felt under the weather because I a cold. What is the verb? Not get a cold, yeah, but what is missing? I got a cold. Caught a cold, yes. You don't catch a cold like this. Oh, I have the cold. Like this. You catch it in your body. You catch the bug that's in the air. I caught a cold. So this is my sentence. Now, I'll give you 5 minutes. Please write down your sentence involving yourself, okay? So I want you to write about the time that you felt under the weather. Okay? Okay, go. If you need my help, I will help you, okay? It can be any sentence about yourself. It could be about a family member maybe, or a friend who felt sick. Because of his condition isn't so good. So under the weather, yeah. Just making an idiom, using the idiom under the weather in a sentence. English, please, English. I can hear Korean at the back. Korean, English, okay. we done? Done? Okay, now everybody will have an opportunity to read now or later, but I would like 5 volunteers to read that sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody will have an opportunity later. I'm sorry over here, I'm sorry over here. I was focused in the center there. Okay, number 1, nice and loud and clear. Because you didn't, okay, perfect, very good. Okay, wonderful, perfect grammar. Number 2. Yeah, nice and loud and clear.
Yesterday, I felt under the weather because I felt perfect.
You fought a friend who made you feel under the weather. Okay. Number 3.
Yesterday, I felt under the weather because I disappointed to my friend.
I was disappointed with my friend. With my friend. Okay. Number 4.
Last week I felt under the weather seriously. In the morning I couldn't smoke coffee and some blood came out from my mouth.
Oh, really?
Because my home was too dry.
Wow, even blood came up from your... Wow. It's dangerous. You okay now? No, still sick? Oh, wow. Okay. Number 5.
Today, I feel under the weather because I had trouble with something.
I have trouble with my friend. Same friend? No? Just you two are fighting? No? Okay, now I just want to let you know one thing about under the weather. We are talking about feeling under the weather because you fought with a friend, or you feel under the weather because of something that happened. But like I told you, under the weather is more connected with sick. Okay? Feeling like as you said, Olaf, right? Olaf said that he felt sick, so he felt under the weather. It's more about feeling sick. Okay? You understand? Okay, number 2, snowed under, make your sentence. We'll do this one and then we'll take a break. Okay?